What's up, everybody? I'm Mike from Practical Shooting Concepts, and today I'm coming to you from the range with the Staccato CS. The plan for today is to shoot it in its stock configuration and compare the stock barrel to the DSC drop-in comped barrel kit. The way I think I'm going to approach this in an attempt to save time is set up and run a few drills, all basically recoil control oriented. Run them all with this barrel on one target, then switch barrels, put up a fresh target, run exactly the same drills again on that target, and then we'll be able to compare hits and time, look at how the gun tracks in video, get some feelings and what we see and what we think we feel while shooting the gun, and then go from there. Hopefully we'll be able to tell if this gun and this kit turns it into a mini XC or if it's a waste of money. Let's go. All right, so I'm gonna start off, I'm here at about 10 yards, and I'm just gonna shoot a 5-shot group into the head box of an IDPA target and get a baseline for accuracy. All right, so now I'm at about 6 yards, and I'm gonna shoot doubles, and we'll see how it looks. It's pretty awful. But when you see the hits, hopefully I can figure out some picture-in-picture with this, but I don't actually know how to do that, so worst case, I'll show you the target at the end. All right, so now I'm gonna try a couple bill drills. I just dropped my mag in the dirt, so we'll see if the gun likes dirty mags. If there's anything I'm thinking is gonna be somewhat skewing the results, is coming into this, I haven't shot much lately, and I haven't shot this gun much, and I'm cold. And then I'm gonna shoot all with the factory barrel first, then switch to the aftermarket barrel and potentially be warmed up some and see some improvement just because I'm shooting better. But we'll try to be as fair as we can. All right, here we go. That was a 222. Okay, that time I didn't have the dot at the beginning. So that was a 264 with a 154 first shot. I should have enough to do one more in here. That was a 206. All right, so that was a pretty easy swap to drop this barrel in. I do notice there's a little wiggle in the front. I didn't really pay attention to how much there is in the stock barrel. That's part of why we're doing a little bit of group shooting to start off with. And of course, I forgot the magazines at the bench, so we'll pause that. Okay, so that shot was high. I'm gonna aim at the neck just in case the zero is a little high. All right, now we've moved up and we're gonna try some doubles into the body. I think last time I fired 2 kind of shots ahead of time before I really started doing pairs, so I'll do that again. Okay, so some of that is probably that I'm warming up, but also the dot tracked better, it returned better. I still felt myself push into it for a couple shots, and I see I have too low, but the rest is more like what I expect to shoot. I also notice when I'm shooting the gun normally, the gun is a little small for my hands, so I can feel it kind of wiggling and moving in my grip a little bit, and it does that less with this barrel on it, so it is definitely working. If it helps any, the ammo I'm shooting is hand loads. They're 135 grain coated bullets, making about 135 power factor with N320. All right, next up will be bill drills. All right, so now we're gonna give this bill drill a try. This mag is pretty full. We'll do a couple draws first. Since I did it last time, makes sense to be fair, right? Terrible. Let's do it with a beep. That was better. All right, here we go. So that was a 220. I missed my grip with my support hand, so I felt pretty out of control. I think there are still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have one high, the rest are still in the body. See if I can hit that grip this time. That was a 210 with a 107 draw. One more. Ooh, malfunction. I'm not gonna have enough to finish from there. So that was a failure to eject. The empty brass was still in there. It could be the comp is sucking power out of the slide and I didn't get a full cycle on it. Maybe we'll be able to see it in the video what happened. Maybe it's the ammo, or I don't know. That's something to think about. I guess from here, why don't I try it again? So a couple bill drills from distance, and we'll see what that does to the groups. All right, so now we're back at about 23 yards. On the first one, I'm gonna try not to push the speed too much and maybe just try to get good hits. I'm leaving my phone down there. I don't want to shoot that, and we'll be able to tell where I'm hitting. Damn it. It's picking up the next round, but not ejecting the empty brass. It could be hitting the optic or something, which maybe that's an ejector problem. Let's try it again. I am getting somewhat erratic ejection. That was a 350. $339. I think I shanked one of those down. We'll see. That was a 324. Now I'll go check the hits, and then I'll switch the barrels out, and we'll try that with the factory barrel. All right, again, we're back here at the 20, whatever this is, 23-ish yards. Factory barrel. Let's pay attention to how the gun ejects too. Hopefully it works this time, and it's just a barrel problem, and it's not a gun problem. Or if you want the comped barrel, maybe we're hoping that it's a gun problem and then I get another malfunction. My hits on that last run were kind of crappy. I was definitely pushing the gun left. I would say that's probably me. I didn't see it in the dot, so I'm doing a terrible job of calling my shots, I guess. Luckily, I'm pushing it left and my camera's on the right, so I'm less likely to shoot my phone. Here we go. I'm gonna do one draw. The gun doesn't really fit in this holster. It's a little sticky. Here we go. .319, so the time is pretty similar. I can tell the gun's it looks like to me it's lifting more. We'll see how that looks in video, but it's returning okay, I think. To me, that one looks pretty good. That was a 296. That was 3 seconds. It felt a little sloppy. I think I might have shot him in the face once. We'll see what the hits look like on camera up there. Let's take a look. All right, let's take a look at the target. Here's my 5-shot group from earlier. Not as bad as I thought it was from distance, I guess. It's not amazing. The hits are pretty reasonable. This is all like from the 25-yard bill drills. I'm definitely pushing into the gun a little bit. It's hard to shoot this little thing that far away. Make my excuses now. This target, I shot my first shot high and I was worried that the 0 was gonna be off, so I aimed low. And I aimed right here, so the 0 was pretty much spot on, and this group is better than the other one. So that's a positive. The initial drills, everything looked better. But when I got to 25 yards, the time was actually a little worse than the stock barrel. And I'm pushing shots over here, more shots into the delta. I've got 3 deltas there versus 1 delta over here. I guess I've only got a few Charlies where here I'm more consistently pushing the gun down. Where this is probably me just returning the gun off to the side. So I don't know, it's pretty close. The gun definitely feels easier to shoot with the comp on it. But the stock barrel is performing very well. So, yeah, it's a tough call. All right, so that was pretty much... Okay, so that was pretty much everything I had planned for this video. You can look at the results and tell me what you think. Put something in the comments. Let's have a conversation. We'll talk about it. If you think it's something I should do different to test it, let me know and I'll give it a try and make another video. I guess since we're trying to see if it turns it into a mini XC, why don't we put a few rounds through an XC? Should probably pace the target first. I'll be right back. If there's one thing I've gotten pretty good at, it's pacing targets. All right, let's give this another try. Try to be controlled with it. 6 shots, 3 seconds. That's terrible. All right, let's go look at it. So that run was a 296, and there's the hits. And like when I was watching the dot, I felt like they were going to be more in this area, and then I felt me push one over there. So like it's pretty close to what I was seeing in the dot. But that's definitely better at a 3-second pace than what this was doing with a 3-second pace. So I would say that the CS with a comp is not an XC.